Part 1 of the Choppergate order. 5 Augusta Netas mentioned. 1 officer named.
The Italians are convicting people for paying bribes. We in India have blinkers on, saying doesn't matter if we took bribes, it's not relevant.
These papers shown on the news are and part of the 225-page Italian court order. This conversation between the Pubblico Ministerio or public prosecutor, abbreviated PM, and Guido Haschke, the Augusta middleman, mentioned the Congress chief on page 193. Haschke confirms and says that since Mrs. Gandhi is the driving force behind the VIP, she will not fly anymore in the MIA chopper. Mrs. Gandhi and his closest advisors are the people the British ambassador should target. Tonight, the rest of the files. Times now has gone through these papers, the 225-page detailed Italian court order that studies the payoffs in the deal involving 12 choppers valued at least over 3,500 crore rupees. Now, in this detailed order is a 17-page chapter dedicated to the former Air Chief SP Tyagi. Here's the summary. In summary, the examined environmental conversations are drawn unmistakable indications regarding corruption of an Indian officer identified as the cousin of the Tyagi brothers. In this regard, the explicit content of the dialogue is sufficient to establish reasonable belief that there has been corruption. The following paragraph on the same page in the order reads: the instrumental connection between corruption and the Indian contract, the money used for this purpose, flocked to the sums to Mauritius, cash payments in favor of the family, Tyagi and other Indian entities still in progress at that time, the tools and tricks used in the creation of the illicit supply. Former Air Chief SP Tyagi has been under scanner in India since Times Now broke the story in 2012. He's been probed by the CBI. A charge sheet is pending. But the Italian court has gone a step ahead. Haschke, as per this order and the annexure attached, admits 14,414,564 euros are the amounts collected up to the time when this table was made by Augusta Westland. The remaining expected to be received is what you see in the first line. The original debt is what is indicated again. Yes, brothers' debt. The prosecutor asks, Tyagi brothers? Haschke replied, yes. Page 197 of the Italian court order. Times Now is not drawing any conclusion on the role of SP Tyagi. But this is the conclusion drawn in the 225-page order. It reads: in the absence of contrary indications, it must be concluded that the reward bestowed to the Tyagi family for their work in support of Augusta Westland in relation to the race of the Indian government for military helicopters amounts to 10,500,000 euros. Cut to page 192 of the detailed 225-page order, and it makes 4 points. The budget laid out in a handwritten note by Guido Haschke, the middleman. Point 1 AF, an abbreviation for Air Force, is what the order says. Point 2 BOR, a short form for bureaucrats as per the court order. Point 3 POL, a short form for politicians. Subpoint A AP, we do not know who AP is. Even the court order says AP is unknown as of now. Point 4 FAM, is that a reference to the Tyagi family? Let's ask the former Air Chief.
सर बस चलते ऐसा तो नहीं सारी टेलीविजन से बात कर रहा हूँ कि तुम्हारे खिलाफ कोई चलते नहीं यही पूछना सर मैं बता चुका है मेरे भाई मेरे पास टाइम अच्छा तो जवाब दीजिए सर प्लीज डोंट डू दिस टू मी सर वन क्वेश्चन टू टाइम्स नाउ सर.
The news breaks in the case are being debated in political corridors, and the BJP feels the buck stops at the Congress High Command.
Now when the conviction has been ordered, he must come out clean and say publicly whether any Congress leader was involved or not.
But the Congress and Gandhi loyalists are avoiding the debate, like they did in the case of Ishrat files. They're waving the face saver during UPA, a fact that they fought Augusta Westland in court.
The people of the world know Sonia ji and her family. What are the sacrifices they have made for this country?
The names of then Prime Minister Manmohan Singh and the Congress chief are just two of those mentioned in this story. Top Congress advisors couldn't be far away is the BJP's guess as we get a step closer to all Netas named in the Augusta files. A Times Now investigative report.